Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Alright, I think we almost got it. Mic check. Alright, I think we almost got it. Mic check. Well, hopefully y'all can hear me okay. Yeah, man, hopefully y'all can hear me okay. And let me check it out one more time before I start. Well, hopefully y'all can hear What's up, everyone? It's Sunny and Soul Sovereign. I know it's been a minute since we've been on here. Again, this channel, we just, you know what I mean? We just chasing sovereignty like there ain't no tomorrow. Chasing that freedom, that birthright through financial literacy, and just being a student of this blockchain space, this smart contract space, and seeing what we could, you know what I mean? Seeing what we can do. So without further ado, let's see what we could get into. Hope everyone's been okay. Go ahead, put this over here. So if you, again, on this channel, we chasing sovereignty, right, through financial literacy. So basically what we doing on this channel and just staying up to date with all the blockchain and crypto news, latest trends. And from there, man, 1 second. So much on my mind right now. But I just wanted to get on here and just do it, cause you know what I mean. Sometimes you just gotta do it. Pull up my notes. Yeah, so there's a few things I wanted to go over today. I probably got like an hour to be on here, so I'm gonna be kind of quick. I just wanted, so again, the point of this channel, we staying up to date with all the blockchain and crypto news and trends. Why? Because on this channel, we're also creating a Soul Sovereign vault, right? Using the Enzyme platform to go ahead and make some good trades, make some good some returns, and initially, this vault is going to play as the treasury for the Soul Sovereign community, and we're not just going to be investing into cryptocurrency and what the platform, you know, allows us to invest in, which right now is all cryptocurrency, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But we will also want to invest in, you know, just great ideas, great people, great families, and you know, and there's much more. So, so without further ado, you know what I mean, let me just relax a little bit. Let me pull up my PowerPoint and explain a little bit. Of what I mean. Alright, man, I haven't showed nobody this yet. I ain't quite done, but I just want to give you guys a little feel of what we doing over here. So, the Soul Sovereign Ventures, which is what we building over here, we are an on-chain non-profit micro venture capital that aims to invest in startups owned by soulful individuals and families that plan to incorporate the transparency and efficiency that blockchain and smart contracts provides. And with this technology, we will make sure our future in the blockchain space is secured. But just as important, we will promote these new blockchain business models that secures a regenerative physical and digital ecosystem. Right? So that's the goal. We're using the Enzyme platform as of right now to create a vault where we can go ahead and show off our trading strategies and how we would manage our funds of digital assets, because that's what the protocol initially is a protocol that lets you create you know, digital asset management fund, which, you know, before blockchain was here, it was no way for us as a people to really do that unless you already had connects and a lot of money. I'm talking about 100K and up to invest in, not just 100K to, you know what I mean, in your bank, 100K and up to invest in. So that's what we're doing. We're utilizing blockchain and this protocol to go ahead and start up a fund. This fund is can be completely transparent. Anyone can go onto this fund and see how we're trading, and they can read the description, see what trading strategies we're using. And if they want, they can also come on here to YouTube, Twitch, and see exactly how the community is doing and what's their next, their next move, strategy wise, their next trade, and so forth. So hopefully you guys can see this. Maybe I should put it a little bigger. Let me see if I can. Alright. So what are some of the problems in the traditional funding venture? The lack of funding to people that look like me is definitely a problem. Um, no transparency of their holdings, trades, and investment strategy. Again, I'm not no financial expert. I'm not no expert of how these funds and VCs and all these other type of hedge funds are ran. Um, because I never really had the accessibility, and plus it was really never an option for uh, my kind of people, my type of people. Uh, but I'm sure that even amongst themselves there was a problem of no transparency and just and and all that. So with the amazing gift of blockchain, we could go ahead and utilize just the blockchain, and we could utilize that transparency. Um, no transparency on the fund's profit and how it's being allocated. That's another problem. I'm sure that there's not even it don't even have to be a problem just in the financial VC type of world. That could be a problem any kind of business kind of world. How there's no transparency on how the funds, the profits and how it's being allocated. So now we have the gift of distributed servers, and we also got the gift of smart contracts, which allow us to come to a consensus much more efficiently. Um, also the next problem, the lack of funding, other transparent business models that welcomes collaborations in a whole new way, one that is focused on scaling a community first and then business, all while being mindful of the resources we use and focusing on carbon negativity. We need more trees, we need to regenerate more renewable energy such as hydro, and we need to export more energy than we use, or get as close as possible depending on the environment. Also, the process of reaching consensus for all four of these problems is stuff that we are issues that we plan on addressing and resolving, the way we're gonna build this fund and the way we're gonna what the word I'm looking for, going forth to like our very first venture and so forth. We got a business model we want to stick to, and we would like our ventures to also, what's the word I'm looking for, kind of adopt this business model if they can. Well, so that you know what I mean. That's the Without getting too deep into it, we want to invest into businesses that's gonna incorporate blockchain and smart contracts. We just feel as since that's the future, we might as well just go ahead and get ready for that. Next slide. So blockchains, smart contracts, and DAOs are the answer. So here's a slide of how we're going to be using the Enzyme platform to resolve the very first problem I was talking about. To make just data and transactions of the holding and trades, it's more public information. Again, anyone could hop onto the Enzyme Finance website, go look at my vault, go look at the activities, go see why I'm trading and what time I was trading, and yeah. So go ahead. Next thing, DAOs. No transparency on the fund's profits and where and how it's being allocated. That's what we're gonna use the power of smart contracts and these DAOs, these new um, entities that we can now form and create, and while having no worries on how the consensus is going to be reached, no worries, if not everyone agrees, it don't move forward. So with that peace of mind, there's many organizations and many ideas can come birth, and come to life with the power of smart contracts. And we plan on completely utilizing smart contracts. Let me go ahead and back out because there are a few slides I don't want to show. and hopefully you guys can still hear me well. So again, we want all our ventures to join a DAO with us for a common regenerative service that we can only achieve through participation, such as the movement of renewable energy and more carbon sinkholes and more. We want to collaborate in a whole new way. You know what I mean? We want to really use blockchain and smart contracts as efficiently and as much as possible um, in our new business models and the way we run this fund and the way we go ahead and invest into other, businesses. We want them to also incorporate, blockchain and smart contract type of business model. So regenerative physical and digital ecosystem. What do I mean? Two ways we see that happening. And man, did I mess up? Hold on, people. My fault. I don't know what happened here. I'm just trying to fix it quick. My fault, you guys. My fault. My fault. We almost there. We almost there. Alright. Regenerative, physical, and digital ecosystem. What do I mean? A future where commerce focuses on scaling a community just as much, if not more, when possible, than focusing on the business, while focusing on being carbon negative or neutral. Two ways we see that happening here. Allocating capital into our sole sovereign community in the form of education and investing. Um, and I mean literally, like I want to teach. I want us to go ahead and build courses, build webinars, one-on-ones that can go ahead and teach coding and investing to the degree where you feel comfortable, starting your own personal family fund or hedge fund or whatever, and also finding a career or a job, whether that's coding, programming, smart contracts or whatnot. We really feel like these skills and also branding. With these three skills, we really feel like we could really build a solid future in this blockchain space, this crypto space, this new tech space, this new financial space. So those are the three things we really want to focus on: learning on investing, learning how to program and code, and learning how to brand. Not Don't know which one's more important. If I had to choose one, I would really, I would personally wish I learned how to code and program. You know what I mean? That's like being as close as to the magician as possible. They're the ones that's really making all this happen. Um, but again, you need your investors, you need your community, and you need to know how to brand. You need to know how to maneuver through this web that the coders and programmers are building. So another way I see this happening is allocating capital back to the community that feeds the individual venture and reducing our carbon footprint on the way. What do I mean by this? So again, we are a venture fund. We want to use our capital to go ahead and cut a check to businesses that we feel that we will get our returns back and build a network, a beautiful network to do even bigger things, right? Um, but we also want to incorporate blockchain and smart contracts and in a very well intentioned way. What do I mean? We want to see capital flow back into the community that supports that business, whether whatever business it may be. I don't care if you're selling T-shirts. If you're selling T-shirts and your business is doing well, then you should be looking out at the community that's supporting your business in a way that you can, in a sustainable way, if possible, right? But that's why blockchains here, smart contracts here it is very possible. We could start adding more value than we could start adding. I think the word is intrinsic value. We could start adding more intrinsic value into things than ever possible because of smart contracts and whatnot. So back to the T-shirt ideas. If I'm selling, as a dude selling T-shirts, um, right, he could incorporate blockchain and smart contracts in a way that he continuously engages with his community, um, in however way, right, adding more value into his products. Now, let's say he sells a T-shirt, and whoever owns this T-shirt can go to his next event, right? He's in this closing event, whatever. Whoever owns this T-shirt can come participate or whatnot. That's already adding more value to the other guy that's also selling T-shirts, but don't really have smart contracts and blockchain incorporated. He can't really engage back with his community, and many other things you can do, right? The secondary market that you can also create. This is where we're gonna go ahead and jump into Idris Sandhu and his business and his whole business model. Let's see what else we got here. So yeah, and because he's also giving back, and he has a great business model over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk a little bit about that. Uh, Here's just some ways that we want to give back, right? We want to not just teach people how to invest and teach them how to code. We also gotta shout out to 19 Keys, to cheat codes, earn your leisure. They really been teaching me that you really gotta teach yourself, and make sure other people understand how they gotta learn individually, as a group and whatnot. So that's something we want to dive into once the community grows, is to make sure you're learning the right way, so you can learn more efficiently, right? Shorten that learning curve. Live webinars we want to also host, and one-on-one, so we can get a little bit more personal. Again, the end goal is to take these new skills and networks and build, individual family funds or hedge funds, and find a career or job within the community, or coding, programming, find a job or career in that, and whatnot. We also do plan on having an incentivized community here at the SoVereign community. I'm not going to jump too far into that. So what else can I talk to you guys about today? Alright, if you guys don't know, we are in the process of creating some NFTs. These NFTs are going to be linked to a mini series that's going to showcase our roadmap and what we plan on doing with the funds that we get from the NFT sales and whatnot. So that's coming soon, and that's going to be a very that's going to be a big move forward for this Soul Sovereign venture. So what should I get into first? Should I get into the Idris Sandhu, or should I get a little bit into the Idris Sandhu? Let's see. Real quick, I guess. Let's go ahead. So let's go ahead and let's jump into Idris Sandhu, because he's been doing some big moves, some major moves. I watched his YouTube with him explaining his Spatial Labs uh, studios, and the link one chip, and how he's utilizing it with his clothing and whatnot. So we'll bring it up. I should have had this ready. I should have had it ready. The wearable internet. So Idris Sandhu, again, if you don't know who Idris Sandhu is, he's the one that helped Nipsey Hussle create his smart store. very intelligent man, just like what 19 Key said when he thinks about, young men of the future, successful young men. He thinks about, developers and programmers, engineers like this young man right here, Idris Sandhu, really, taking it to the next level for real, taking it to the next level. Hopefully you guys can see me well still. Again, I'm using a new camera. Um, so what's he doing with these? He created this Link One chip. Um, I should really start from the beginning. He was funded by Marcy Ventures, which is Jay-Z's fund. Um, how will I put this together? Again, I'm sorry, I should have had this a little bit more planned out, but again, I just wanted to go ahead and do it because I felt like I haven't been on here for a couple of weeks, maybe even longer. I just wanted to go ahead and do it. But again, Link One is the programmer that helped Nipsey Hussle create his smart contract store. This young man got funded by Jay-Z and his venture fund, and he's doing big things. He created the Link One chip. He put in these sweaters, these hoodies, and with this technology here, it gives you much more data on products that you never really seen before, such as where it's made, uh, the exact version, who owned it, and then that data is also converted into, not quite sure, but that data is also on the blockchain, right? Where it can also be used in many ways, in many different ways. Again, I'm sorry. I wish it was clicking in my brain a little better than right now. Let's keep going. I'm trying to open up my notes thing and look at my laptop at the same time. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. But yeah, man. So again, blockchain enabled, closed. He's just really, what's the word I'm looking for? Re revolutionizing this game. So these are a form of NFTs, right? You buy these clothes, it's like owning an NFT, right? Of course, more utility is gonna come. Apps is being built for it, where you can go and if you own the physical product, you can go ahead and use the digital product on on this application and probably in other softwares as time goes on, right? Just bringing more and more value to it. So that's just he's just really changing the game. And again, let me go ahead and bring up my notes because I feel like I'm doing y'all dirty right now. Yeah, look. So, right, when you open these up, right, when you get one of these NFTs but physical product, he calls the physical and digital cross digital. So once you get these physical products, you also get some data, right? Um, Also, I should have probably mentioned this. Probably it's important. This data is ran on the Polygon blockchain, and this data consists of the info tab, which gives you the owner of that item, right? So I buy one of these Gen One sweaters, right, for $500. I scanned that Link One chip that's inside this sweater on the sleeve, and it'll show me who's the owner, which will be me, the date it was created, which I'm not sure if it's the date the sweater was created or the date that I purchased it and registered it on the blockchain or whatnot. Um, the IMID, which is I'm really not sure, but it's the ID of something, and then the brand. Then you can also connect your social profiles and web pages to your digital items, your physical and your digital items. So someone scanned this sweater, they see all your profiles, your Snapchat, and all your social profiles and whatnot. changing the game. Hopefully you guys can still hear me well. Hopefully you guys can still hear me well. It also has a provenance tab where you can see any history and review any previous owners on these products, uh, which is crazy. And then also has a metrics tab where it tells you the total tap count and version number, which shows version number. Again, I'm guessing it's like, if he made 10 sweaters and you bought the fifth one, it's going to show you this, the fifth out of 10, right? And then the tap count, how many people tapped your NFT, whether it's physically or in the digital world. It probably keep track of both of them as time goes on. So a lot more things you can do with high quality clothing, right? So let's think about it like if it was Gucci. If I bought Gucci, I want to know more about my $500,000 piece of clothes rather than just seeing that it was made by Gucci. I would like to, if I could just scan it, verify whether it's some Nike shoes. You know what I mean? If Jordan came out with a one-on-one shoe, I want it to have some kind of QR code, a chip that I could go ahead and scan it and find some more information. So this is why I meant on that PowerPoint where I was just saying just a more transparent business model and ways that we could collaborate in a whole different way. This young man's doing it and creating his community. He's taking it to a whole new level right now. Let me go ahead and continue. So he had been making some crazy partnerships. So right here for these shoes right here, right? He partnered up with, let me see what they call, Alice Gray, I believe. Alice Gray says it right here. By Link and Alice Gray. Link is his company, Alice Gray. Where Alice Gray is a sustainable footwear company. Let's go ahead and open their website, right? Right, again, like I said in my PowerPoint, just a more transparent business model. We're going green, right? Like I said in my other videos, we're going in a more green direction. All businesses got to be more conscious of the carbon they're, emitting. So for him to be partnering up with a company that is conscious on the, carbon they're emitting, that's already a good sign. That's already a good sign. A sign of longevity and just a sign that they're being smart on just their business model. Again, and these are the type of business models I want to make sure any venture that we engage with is going to be mindful of these kind of things. So we're just, heavily inspired of the people that's coming before us, like these people and whatnot, and making sure that we learn from any mistakes that they do or any people previously did, and we're just trying to resolve, some issues in, our current financial ecosystem and our business ecosystems and whatnot. So, and that's what blockchain and smart contracts give us the ability to do. So anytime we can incorporate blockchain and smart contracts, we fixing problems for real. So that's one partnership they did. They also did a partnership with Pantone. And this is all tying up with his, their shoes and their clothing line, right? So what's Pantone doing? Pantone lets you go ahead and specifically find the specific color you're looking for. So if you want to match your shoes with your shirt, with your hat, with your sofa, you can. With your sofa, with your TV, with your floor, you can, because Pantone is coming out with that type of technology. If they already came out with that type of technology, now we just gotta start incorporating it with everything, making it more convenient for everything, right? Crazy technology, crazy. If you guys don't understand what I'm saying, again, this gives you the ability. If I want to find a color that matches my phone, my shirt, my microwave, and my windows, I should have that ability. I shouldn't be like, dang, I mean, if I want to find a color for this table, it's only going to show me a certain amount of colors. If I find a blue for this table, it's not going to be the same blue for this sofa. It's impossible, right? Well, now, 2022, we making it possible. 2023, we making it possible, convenient, efficient, all that. And it's just a cool idea to think about. So here's another. So again, Pantone's another company that Idris Sandhu and Link has partnered with to make their products just more. I mean, just more better. I'm lost for words, but honestly, that's just it's more better, right? Um, Lastly, actually not lastly, but they also partnered up with Tidal, which is also a company owned by Jay-Z again. Bringing, I think it's like an audio company, streaming company where you go ahead, play your music, got crisp audio, and I'm guessing he's incorporating with his branding, with his clothes brand, right? Where you go ahead and swipe it, you could hear some new song from someone, right? Let's say he makes these 100 sweaters, right? And these 100 sweaters, he's shouting out Jay-Z, right? And these 100 sweaters, Jay-Z got a song on these sweaters that you can only listen to, or you can only really own if you own this NFT, right? That's the kind of options we bringing out that they're trying to make, you know, accessible to the future, right? And that's what's coming. So just stay tuned. They also partnered up with a film. What was it? Film producer? No, film producer. So this dude, right? They partnered up with a filmmaker. He uses pixel art and makes short films. That's just another way you can incorporate these Link One chips, fashion, clothing, and whatnot. You know what I mean? You swipe a sweater, you see a mini series, a short film or something that, let's say, Jay-Z created, right? Jay-Z's getting into short films now. He created these, right? You buy these 100 sweaters, one of these sweaters, you get the new song and the new film, right? The first film. You buy the next sweater, you get the rest of it, right? There's so much you could do with, making clothes and fashion smart, right? That's really what he's doing. He's making them smart by adding these Link 1 chips. So, again, who's been doing this? Idris Sandhu, the dude that helped Nipsey Hussle create his smart clothing store. And these are people we should really, be looking up to, because they're making some moves, man. They're making some moves. And here again, on this channel, we chasing sovereignty through knowledge of, blockchain, smart contracts, and trading as well, investing and whatnot. So it's cool to see this young man, Idris Sandhu, making moves. And again, his whole business model has really heavily inspired me and my very first venture that we plan on getting into as soon as this NFT sale is successful. So that being said, I should go ahead and jump into our vault, right? Let me see, am I missing anything? Again, it's the first time I'm using this mic. Hopefully it's working out okay. Again, I hope everyone's been doing well. Again, on this channel, you guys don't know, we chasing sovereignty, man. We chasing sovereignty like there ain't no tomorrow. We want that freedom, that birthright, and we chasing it. We gonna get there through financial literacy and just taking action, right? Just so that's the plan here. Um, through financial literacy, I'm gonna keep it a beam. So I started trading a few years ago, right? Let's say I think it was beginning of 20, the very start of 2019. I had my laptop and I was looking at charts, ready to learn, right? So as I was learning, it was very heavily focused on just trading. I started out in the stock, try to start trading stock options, right? Because I had a little bit of money. I learned that with options you're initially leveraging more stocks than you can actually afford, or that you can actually afford. So giving you a more chance of reward, higher risk, higher reward, right? Uh, was doing that, learning technical analysis, and then probably a year later or so, I just started falling down the crypto rabbit hole, right? The whole blockchain rabbit hole. And I was like, wow, I really like this side better because I wasn't feeling. I was learning the technical analysis on the stock side, right? The S&P side, S&P 500. I was learning technical analysis, how to look for patterns and whatnot. Learning a little bit about indicators, MACD, RSIs, and whatnot. But when it came down to the fundamentals, I just had no connections with it. I felt like I wasn't really um, finding the information I wanted to find when it came to like earnings and whatnot. So when I started falling down this crypto rabbit hole, I was like, here's the fundamentals right on the motherfucking blockchain, right? You got the on-chain analysis, and it just felt like it just resonated with me more. So um, fell into the down that rabbit hole, and I found myself just learning more about blockchain and cryptos and actually continuing my trading journey, right? So I fell off my trading journey as I would just continue learning about blockchain and what companies I felt like were really doing some, you know, these different kind of protocols, these exchanges, and just watching it all fold out. I live in the U.S., so just watching it fold out that way, following the Cynthia Lummis bill and whatnot, right, the XRP stuff. But now I feel like I gained a good knowledge of both, a good knowledge on following these companies and projects specifically on their own, and I feel like I got good enough knowledge on price action and trading where I could go ahead and bring them together and do something big now, right? So this is why I'm using the platform called Enzyme Finance, where we can go ahead and I can keep my trading transparent where everyone can go ahead and see, and I'm investing into companies that I feel like I got a good understanding now, right? I just gotta stay up to date with them, on the day to day, week to week basis. But the underlying protocol, I got a good um, knowledge on it now. And if something was to go wrong or something better was to come, I feel like I could point it out quicker now because I have a better understanding on what the project actually is, right? Um, Example, like, one moment. Sorry about that again. So like now, back to I feel like I'm in a position where we can mix the trading, we can mix the fundamentals, and really do something big. We got with the technologies here, we just gotta go ahead and execute. So let me go ahead and show you guys my SoVereign vault. Where is it at? Where is it at? So here's the SoVereign vault. So again, here's the vault. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. The Soul Sovereign Vault is the treasury of the Soul Sovereign community that we're building. So again, whoever wants to come join the community, come join my Discord, come join my Twitter, come join anything you could join. DM me. I would love to talk to you if you're into, trading and whatnot, if you're into blockchain, crypto, smart contracts in any way. Come join the community. We got some big things going on over here. So again, we're using this platform to create the treasury, and initially it's going to be a venture vault, right? A venture fund. So on top of that, it will also be a venture fund with the returns going back into the treasury and the Soul Sovereign community. Consensus will be reached through DAOs and smart contracts, like I said in the PowerPoint, right? Vault strategies. The name of the game is stack your SaaS and your Ethereum while continuing to stay up to date with all the latest blockchain, smart contract news, and trends such as NFTs, DeFi, refi gaming, VR, AR, digital items, and many more. So why do I say the name of the game is stack your SaaS and your Ethereum? Because right now, Bitcoin and Ethereum move this market, right? They control this market. Whatever they do, others will follow. As of right now, I'm not saying that. Ethereum just had its merge. Everything's going well right now. A few other blockchains had their, a few other layer ones had their merge as well. But as far as right now, the most projects are built on Ethereum, and Bitcoin is still, you know, Bitcoin is still Bitcoin. I believe Bitcoin dominance is still. Let's see, check it out. But again, let me just go ahead. So some indicators we use the RSI, which is a momentum oscillator. We use the MACD, which is a trend following indicator. And we also use the stochastic oscillator. We use those three indicators. We also use the 7-day, the 21-day, the 77-day, the 200, and the 231-day moving average. We search for patterns, crosses, divergences, convergences, and we compare it to recent news and on-chain analysis, right? Sometimes I had to throw into sometimes, because sometimes you just got to go off by technical analysis. So that's our vault, right? Again, we're not working with much right now. We got 89 bucks right now in this vault. So you guys are probably thinking like, what, 89 volt, 89 bucks? What are you gonna do with that? I'm gonna show you guys how we can go ahead and trade our way to sovereignty. As long as we got the information and we could be disciplined, we can do what we need to do. So again, the main way how I'm raising funds for this vault is through this NFT sale. I'm gonna go ahead and try to add some funds as I go ahead. As time goes on, I'm gonna go ahead and try to add my own personal funds as I can. But again, these funds are also going to marketing, through making these short films for the NFTs and whatnot. And paying these people to do it. So, but when I can, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try at least have $1,000 in there. And our goal right now is gonna be simple. We are in a bear market. Let me just keep it 100. We are in a bear market, so I'm not gonna be as aggressive as I would be as if we are in a bull market. I feel like we will be for our trading strategies, we will be in a bull market for real once that 77 really crosses out of that 231-day moving average. And let me show you guys what I mean. Let me go ahead and go to Bitcoin. Remember, Bitcoin runs everything right now. Let's hide these drawings. So here's a good here it is right here. So we're gonna be more aggressive once this 77 day, this yellow line gets out, passes the 200 day and the 231 day. That's when we're gonna go ahead and be aggressive. For right now, we gotta really, if we want to catch some trades during the bear market, we gotta be really careful. Make sure that we got our, what they call it, our confluences, the one boy really showed me this. I don't want to say his name because I'm gonna mess it up. So my three confluences. So during a bear market, we're gonna make sure, if we want to catch a trade that we really seeing it well on the RSI, the MACD, the stochastic, and we're gonna go down, really look on the minute, the 7 and the 77, the 4 hourly, the 5 hourly, and make sure that everything's looking safe. Our plan is to really be in the green every month. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna set our target too high. We just want to make sure we're green every month. We want to continue working on our NFTs for this NFT sale. And you guys let me know what you guys want to get into. Right now, I haven't even really started getting into my content making stuff yet because I feel like I'm just explaining what we are right now. But again, I'll explain it one more time. We chasing our sovereignty over here through financial literacy. So I just wanted to give you guys a little view on what we use. Again, like I explained on the vault, we use our RSI. When this RSI is more around 20, is a good buy. They call it oversold, and when it's around here is overbought. That's our RSI. This really shows you like when we see like a good pattern, when we see like a good breakout about to happen, this basically is showing us like our momentum, like how powerful can that breakout be. You know what I mean? If a breakout can even occur at all, because we might see something that's looking good pattern wise, but the RSI is showing that there ain't no momentum going to that side. So that pattern might be obsolete. The MACD showing the crosses of two moving averages, right? This is where I try to look for convergences and divergences when it compared to price and whatnot. So if I'm seeing, so here we got a lower low and a higher low, right? From here we see a higher low and then a low. So we see a low and then a lower low, right? This right here would be actually converging. It's coming together. So would it be bearish or bullish? Let's go ahead and look at our notes, right? We want to make sure if we wanted to really take this trade. Sometimes you gotta look at your notes, man. Sometimes you gotta be like, alright, what patterns am I looking for? And I'll even show y'all what I'm looking at real quick. Hopefully y'all can see. Can y'all see? Like a little cheat sheet type deal. So let's see. So this will actually, if we were just looking at these two, indicators and whatnot, this will actually be a good buy right now. Because we see conversion, right? We're getting lower lows and lower lows on price, and we getting lower low to a lower high, lower low to a higher low. Actually, we're going to a low low to a higher low, and a low to a lower low. So, and this is what I mean when I say converging. You see, this is converging. Boom. Right, you see that line, and then you see this line. Right? Low to a lower low. So it's actually in a downward direction. Low to a higher low to an upward direction. So these two lines are converging. So this MACD is showing good momentum to the upside. This is showing that the prices is low right now and is at a good buy, and that the these two moving averages is gonna about to bring some momentum in. So what would we do now? And again, I'm looking at it on the daily. I would go ahead and see what my RSI is showing me. RSI is showing me under 50. So some people may say like, oh, it's a good buy, but it's also a downward. It has a downward trend on the RSI right now. So I would like to see this RSI really hit more towards the, more towards the 20, the 30. And if the price is still good, then I would be a little bit more bullish. Let's go ahead and look at the stochastic. Again, it compares its closing price, its previous closing price of like the last 14 weeks, and like averages it out. We're gonna dive more into these indicators, but I'm just trying to give you guys a brief explanation on what these indicators do. This indicator is actually showing that on a buy. So this is giving us, some bullish news. So right now, the only thing that's not really giving us bullish news, in my opinion, is the RSI. And again, we're looking at this on the daily. And again, let's not forget the moving averages, which we are still completely bearish. Our 7-day moving average is still well below our 77-day moving average, and all our moving averages is still on a downward trend, right? So that's that. So that's just like how we will go about, these trades and whatnot. So let's go ahead and. So I'm holding some sand right now, right? And let's just see how's it going. Go ahead and move this out the way. Let's move some of these drawings out the way. I'll be forgetting I got all these drawings here already. And I'm sorry, I'm over here like not even talking. But Link's looking bullish. Link is looking bullish, man. So what we gonna do? So again, when things ain't really looking our way, again we in a bear market. We should just go ahead and come out right until we really find what we looking for. So that's our plan. We're gonna go ahead and come out. Right? We can go ahead. Just go to stable coins right now until we find the trade that we want. Right? Let me go ahead and connect wallet. Alright, we connected. Again, we don't find the trade we really looking for, so we just gonna back out. We have to. I'll look for a trade that, you know what I mean, I really like, I really feel comfortable. And then from there, you know what I mean, we'll go ahead and get into a trade. But as right now, we're really not seeing the trade we want, so we're just gonna go ahead and fall back into some USDT. That's gonna make sure that's what we got. You go to my activities. Let's see it right here. I got my USDT. And this is why it's good to be disciplined. You know what I mean? Even if you I only got 89 bucks. I'm trying to live to, you know what I mean, see tomorrow though. We gonna try to get our 10%, our 15%. We gonna catch it. We gonna have our alerts ready, and whenever you know what I mean, our alerts go off, we're gonna open this laptop and we're gonna enter a trade that we feel comfortable. I'm gonna keep you guys updated, but you know what I mean, come to the channel, see what's up, see what we've been what we've been up to. And again, we got a lot of things going on, so we're gonna stay up to date with all the blockchain, you know what I mean, latest blockchain news and whatnot. Um, Man, I really don't have a lot of time. I really wanted to get into some XRP and that Financial Innovation Act with Cynthia Lummis climbing down and whatnot. But again, we chasing our sovereignty over here, man. I just wanted to give you guys a little rundown on what we doing. So again, that's what we doing over here, man. Again, this NFT sale is to start this fund, get this fund off the ground, and to venture in our very first business with an amazing business model. And yeah, man, we got a lot of plans, man. We got a lot of plans. I wish I had more time. I had to run to Walmart. My freaking camera wasn't working. I had to run to Walmart and get the camera. But we here now. Again, so here, come to my vault. Check out my trading strategy. If you would like to learn what our vault's about, hit me up on my, my Twitter, my Discord. Come join the community. And yeah, man. So if that XRP lawsuit, if XRP really won this lawsuit and get adopted, and and then the Cynthia Lummis bill brings more clarification on laws and regulation, that could be the reverse. That could be what sets a bull market, in my opinion. And shout out to Crypto Mason. He gave me, I was listening to him earlier, and that made sense to me. I was like, if this Ripple lawsuit does go, Ripple's way, everyone knows and got that feeling. You hear a lot of rumors that Ripple is really like, the Ripple and the government are just working closely together and whatnot. That's why Ripple really couldn't be taken down until now. Or maybe Ripple's just really been putting that hard work and understood what was coming, and that's why they was able to be ready. Um, Whatever the case was, if Ripple does come out of this successfully, that could be a catalyst to start off the bull market, and then that's when we could become more aggressive with our trading. That also, if this financial act, bill comes to fruition and brings us more clarification on what we can do as a country around this new technology, I feel that could also be a catalyst to really bring a bull market about. Um, I'm gonna get into more of this on my next episode. I just want to give you guys a quick little update with what I've been, up to. I know it's been a few weeks since I've been on here. Just really working on my vault, really working on my strategy. Uh, you know, Getting back into trading and learning my indicators again, and again that setup. And just really thinking about how I want to present myself on here. Again, I'm Sunny and Soul Sovereign. We over here chasing sovereignty like ain't no tomorrow. Um, If blockchain gave you a purpose, you know what I mean? Type in some nines, like y'all keep be saying. Type in some nines in there. Blockchain gave you purpose, like it gave me purpose, gave me a clear vision on how I want to go about things, and just a clear vision on um, how I can solve some problems, right? Uh, so yeah, man, it's just a lot. Right now, I'm still a one man team, but we getting through this. Again, if you want to join the community, join the Discord, join the Twitter. I'm gonna be on here way more than I've been on. Just gotta figure out, what kind of content I can drop, how I want to drop it, how I want to share this knowledge, and how I want to continue being a student of this as well. You seen how I just jumped off that trade. Again, that's being a student of that's being disciplined, right? We're gonna make sure we find our trades and we enter our trade, not in a rush or anything. Right now, I got about 30 minutes into I got to be in work. I was not gonna find a good trade right there and then. So let's keep our little funds, and we'll see. You know what I mean? We'll live to see another day. Um, Again, bring me back into my NFTs. These NFTs are gonna be a way for you to join this community, because once this community is, I'm planning to grow a community of traders, a community of investors, a community of coders, right? Um, and here it's going to be a community where we get to watch this vault, you know, go ahead and grow, go ahead and venture into other business ideas that maybe the community could one day, we got a community of coders, right? And they're all learning how to code and program. One day, who knows, maybe they can join the business that they got to watch us venture in a way like, hey, yeah, I'm in the Soul Silent community, you know what I mean? They ventured your project. I learned how to, I learned this coding, I learned this security coding and whatnot from the community. I'm just here to, you know what I mean? I want to see if I can get a job, a gig. You know what I mean? I would love to hear that kind of story one day. Also, as an, investor, like let's say you learn how to invest, you learn how to open up your own family fund, and you do it. You know what I mean? And you brand yourself and do it online for the world to see. And maybe one day collaborate with us. You know what I mean? Those are the type of stories I wanna hear. I know we got a long way until we get there, but step by step, right? Step by step. So again, our NFT sale is gonna go into our Soul Sovereign Vault, where we're gonna go ahead and venture into our very first business idea, which I'm gonna go ahead and shoot my shot right now. Yo, 19 Keys, Troy, Rashad, Ian, you know what I mean? The whole Earn Your Leisure squad. Come check out this business model, man. I got this business idea. I really think it's gonna work out. This ain't gonna be the last time I shout y'all out either, cause y'all really been, you know what I mean, helping me out through this journey. Um, so yeah, man. So again, I'm gonna be on here a little bit more. Just really been thinking about how I want to drop this knowledge, how I want to drop these updates and whatnot. Um, and yeah, again, I got 30 minutes on the dot now, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump off. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure really being on here. And yeah, am I missing anything? Shout out Idris Sandhu with the whole Link One chip and that whole business. And yeah, man, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be on here. So I'll see y'all next time.